Good evening. Brett and Cindy, 10:11, Corinthians study. Chapters
9 and 10.
9 and 10. Well, got a little more real tonight, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. He's pushing a little harder on these.
Yeah.
He's getting closer to the end, I guess.
I guess he's wrapping things up a little bit. I got into verse 7 where it says, every man according to his purpose in his heart, so let him give, not grudgingly, as of necessity, for God loved a cheerful giver. I hear this quite often. I heard it a lot.
Let's see.
God is able to make all grace abound toward you, that ye, having all sufficiency in all things, may abound in every good work.
Now 6 is one you hear a lot. This I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly. He which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully.
You know, I had a feeling he would find that one. That's why I didn't read that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a gardening verse if I ever heard it. You know, and it's true. I mean, you think about it. If you only sow one seed, you get one plant. But if you sow a bunch of seeds, you get a bunch of plants. See, I've learned that. Because in our planting of the seeds, where I couldn't tell how many seeds I was dropping, we ended up with quite a few plants in one little square instead of just one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're sparing, I think sometimes God expects us to give to people and not expect things in return. That's what I think it means by a cheerful giver. And that's not so much money. I mean, it's just what you have. Like, if you have garden stuff, like we do, where you may not be able to give a person some money, you can always share your food, or plants, or your time.
Time is a big one.
Time's a big thing. Sometimes
More
people
is
just
big.
want time to spend with people. And I loved verse 15. Thanks be unto God for his unspeakable gifts. He gives us gifts every day. One of the greatest ones is our gift of life. Just being alive is a gift from God.
Mm-hmm. It made me think about a brother we have at church that's got his arm tore up really bad and had a bad accident at work. Like lost his left arm.
Yeah.
He had it raised last night.
Yeah. It's been a while since he's been able to lift it.
Over a year.
It's been that long already? No,
Well,
it's been a
last night
while.
I noticed he threw that arm up in the air. That's the first time I've seen it raised since he had it tore up so bad. It was really touching. I mean, it was all but gone. And
Yeah.
they've slowly put it back together with surgery.
He's been through a lot. And he keeps smiling.
He always smiles.
He's always smiling. He's a blessing. He's very much a blessing. That is one of God's unspeakable gifts, is people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who, even though they're going through a lot of stuff, they still smile. And still have a positive word to say. And be very uplifting. It's no wonder he's one of the leaders of our church, too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's a good man. A very good man. His wife is a really wonderful woman.
They said he was still bidding on tractors when he was laying in the hospital the first week he was out for surgery.
He's got a positive attitude.
2 days after the bad accident, he was bidding on tractors on some online channel he watches.
Yeah, he's
never lost hope in it.
and I mean, not only that and he's such a responsible man too. He even while they were loading him in the ambulance, they said he was trying to tell him how to finish fixing the machine.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. But I mean, people like that are just blessings.
Oh yeah.
They're God's gift to us to help us through things and help us see brighter sides of things. And he's been truly an inspiration to a lot of people.
Yep.
Just his unwillingness to give up and to keep moving forward, and his faith in God is just really amazing.
For
guess
chapter 10.
Chapter 10, I get into the do ye look on things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Christ, let him of himself think this gain, that as he is Christ, even so are we Christ. We belong to the Lord.
I started at verse 3.
Oh, you started at verse 3.
But though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For weapons of the warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imagination and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of God, and bringing into captivity every thought of the obedience of Christ. I've heard that a lot of times in the pulpit.
Bringing into captivity our thoughts.
3 through 5.
For our weapons, and then
Our pastor says a lot about that one.
yeah. What I mean, was it Galatians where we talk about the armor of God? It says we don't war against flesh and blood, but of powers and principalities or something like that. I think that's about where it is, where it's talking about the armor of God. Maybe it's Ephesians, the armor of God. I'm drawing a blank tonight. Anyways, where it's talking about the armor of God, it talks about us not, we don't battle against flesh and blood, but against powers and principalities. And our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, means that they're not fleshly. We battle with the power of God. God, not ourselves. Because if we depend on ourselves, we're in trouble. At least I know I am. I'm having to find out if I got to correct myself here.
Let's say 13. 13. But we will not boast of things without our measure, but according to the measure of the rule which God has distributed to us, a measure to reach even unto you.
That was Ephesians 6 is the armor of God. Galatians 5 is the fruits of the Spirit, where we draw in our strength and things. And verse 17. But he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord.
Oh, I got that one.
God, I mean...
Yeah, 18, the last one. For not he that commendeth himself is approved, but whom the Lord commendeth.
Lane, to me that says, look for your approval in the Lord, not in other people.
Mm-hmm.
And don't take everything everybody says to heart, because sometimes they don't really mean it the way it's coming across. And if we misinterpret each other's intents, then sometimes we can end up having a bad day.
Yep.
And we just need to look to the Lord for our answers. But what do you think?
Leave us a comment.
Not
Tell
much.
us what you think about it.
Not many chapters left in this one.
Got 3 left.
3 left, and then we'll be on to another book.
We need something else to go to for the next month, so if you have a thought on that, leave a comment. Like our video. Have a good rest of the week.
God bless you.